been a hot minute since I've done a video. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But let's just sit and appreciate the quiet. I just dropped Kelsi off for her first day of preschool or asilo here in Italy. And it's only for a couple of hours today, but I can go run errands without having to chase after a toddler. That's crazy to me. So last week we did a couple of days where like I would sit with her in the classroom for a little bit, and then parents would go have like coffee and cake, and then we'd go back, and they were only alone in the classroom for like an hour and a half tops last week. And today is just 4 hours, but they're alone like from the get-go. Like we just walked up to the classroom door. She put her water bottle in the little bin that they had and grabbed her like indoor shoes and was ready to go. She was absolutely loving the time that she spent there last week. So I have very high hopes that she's just gonna thrive and just absolutely love it. This was a perfect day for this to happen because I have to go to base and sign her up for speech therapy through the school there. So I essentially have to register her at the school there too. So that's gonna take probably most of my morning, and I'm probably gonna have to come back and get her very soon after that, but at least I can do it without having to like chase her down and avoid tantrums and bring snacks along. So yeah, let's go run our errands without our kids. Okay, so I just got done on base. I went to get Kelsi's vaccination records printed, and then I couldn't find where I was supposed to go to like turn all the paperwork in. So our speech therapist comes tomorrow to our house, so I'm going to double check with her and then try again on Wednesday. And then I went to the BX in the commissary. I got some like new brow stuff. I'm getting kind of tired of the pomade. I'm like missing the pencil, so I'm gonna go back to a pencil. And I also got like the brow gel. That's something I've been wanting to try for a while, so it's the little things that I have to get excited about. And then I went to commissary and I had to get like 2 or 3 actual things that I needed, and I ended up getting a bunch of snacks as well. I got some brownie brittle. They have True Fruit now, those chocolate covered raspberries in the frozen section. They have them here now. I found those right before we moved from Oklahoma, and they haven't had them here, and I guess they decided to start carrying them. So I got 2 bags of those, and it was insanely expensive. It was like $6.80 for a bag. So I spent $13 on frozen chocolate covered raspberries. And then I also got Crest white strips because I've been consistently taking care of my teeth now. So I'm going to try to whiten them, and if it like irritates my gums or anything like that, like last time I tried to whiten my teeth, my gums got irritated, which was super annoying. So I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to try now that I've been really good about taking care of my teeth more. Hopefully all goes well because they're not bad. Like, I'm not embarrassed about them, but I definitely need to get them whitened. So hopefully that will help a little bit. I'm gonna go home. I should be home by like 10:30, 10:45, and I'm gonna work out without Kelsi trying to jump on the treadmill with me. The workout set is from Express, like way back when Express used to do activewear. I think they only did it for like 2, maybe 3 years, because I guess it just bombed. I loved it. Like, these leggings are so cute. They've got like some nice mesh on here, so you get a little bit of airflow. The sports bra is like really supportive. It is also a smidge small for me right now. And Well, let's get a picture of the back. There we go. The back is super cute. I loved it. I loved their workout clothes. Really sad they discontinued them. Yes, these are too small for me, but I continue to wear them because they were expensive and they're still in great condition. I mean, like, they fit, they're just a little snug, but hopefully they'll fit fine by the end of the year. So I literally just finished my workout. I just did like 30 minutes on the treadmill, and shoes. I am going to head out the door. I could wait a little bit. Might go stop and get a coffee to get Kelsi from school, because it's already almost 12. Not even almost 12, it's like 11:20, so I've got a little bit until it's 12, but I think I'm gonna get there at like 11:45. So crazy. Usually if I get on the treadmill when she's home with me, she just watches TV and like eats her, I try to do it when I give her lunch, so that she's not just watching TV for no reason. She's like watching TV and eating lunch. I don't even remember where I was going with that thought. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop and get a coffee real quick before I go pick her up, just to kind of treat myself, and then she'll be back. She'll probably take a nap today, because I'm sure 4 hours of being around other kids and playing when she doesn't have even close to that much stimulus at home is going to be exhausting. All right, Kelsi is down for a nap, just like I knew she would be. They said she did so good at school today. She was like one of the only kids apparently that didn't really have any issues, and I think a lot of that is due to the fact that I was talking to her about going to school all weekend. I think that helps, you know. They take in so much more than we realize. They said she like ate her snack, which was good, because I told her to eat her snack because she was so excited last week to be playing with so many new things that she didn't eat the little snack that they brought out. So I kept telling her, eat snack when they give you snack. Yeah, so she passed out. We were going to read a book, but she kept like grabbing me, you know, down to cuddle. So I just said, screw it, we're not gonna read a book, and she passed out by 1 o'clock. Took her like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to fall asleep, which is a little longer than I would have guessed, because when she's like super tired, sometimes she can fall asleep in like 2 minutes. So now I'm so glad that I got my workout done when I was home earlier, because now I don't have to waste her nap time doing that. I'm going to clean up a little bit because I didn't get to clean up from breakfast, and I've got like lunch stuff to clean up from her because they didn't give them lunch today. So I'm gonna clean up. I think I'm gonna also change the sheets on my bed because it's Monday. We love a fresh start on Monday. I'm just gonna chat for a minute about why I have been MIA for so long yet again. I think the last vlog I did was like right after my parents were here. So right after that, Justin's parents, like 2 weeks after that visit with my parents, Justin's parents came to visit. I didn't want to vlog while they were here in Italy, but we went to Switzerland, Lake Luzerne with them, and I wanted to vlog that so badly. And I don't know how people who vlog while they travel do it, because holy moly, like there's so much to think about, like in terms of, I guess, like the footage you want to capture. So like I started and I got a couple clips here and there, and then we did a tour of Mount Pilatus, which was awesome, and again I got a couple of clips here and there. Like I didn't get a lot of good video, so I was kind of like gave up halfway through and just decided to enjoy the rest of the trip. Then when we got back, Justin went TDY like the day, 2 days after we got back. Like I think we got back on the 10th or something like that, and he went TDY on like the 11th or 12th to Hungary. So he was gone for Hungary for 2 weeks. July 21st was when I got my tattoo. The tattoo that I've been dying for. I love it. It turned out so good. Got my tattoo. And Kelsi stayed at a friend's house. So Friday, the last weekend of Justin's TDY, I drove up to Hungary with Kelsi, and I wanted to vlog in Hungary as well. That didn't work out because it turns out that Kelsi brought COVID back from her friend's house. We've avoided it for 2.5 years, and it finally got us. So I was the first one to get taken down, and I think it was because I got my tattoo. So my immune system was fighting off, you know, trying to fight off the tattoo instead of fighting off COVID. So that sucked. I had actually noticed on Friday evening, so like less than 36 hours after being exposed, that I had a headache, but I thought it was just from not drinking water, because I drove 6 hours and I didn't drink any water because I didn't want to have to stop, especially with a toddler. I tried pounding water on Friday night, and then Saturday day the headache was still there and I didn't take any medicine, and we went to a water park for a little and I didn't drink any water like all day again, and then we went to dinner and I just tried pounding more water, and it didn't help. So finally Sunday, my head was still hurting. I finally asked for medicine from one of Justin's friends who also had, you know, their family up visiting. So they had medicine and I took that, and I took a little bit of a nap and my headache was gone and I felt so much better. But Saturday night, my throat had started to get scratchy. Again, I was like, oh, it's dehydration, or it's because I was singing for 6 hours on the drive. So then Sunday evening, we had gone out to dinner. I think we walked about 1 kilometer to like a playground that had like a restaurant next to it. It was really cool. This town was so cool, and I'm so sad that I was not feeling great for it. But this is a really nice town in Hungary. I was feeling fine. I, you know, got Aperol Spritz and I got a water. I was still pounding water. I had drank so much water on Sunday that I thought I was doing better. And I'm sitting down at the table and I'm chatting, and Justin and Kelsi come back, and then all of a sudden this just wave of nausea washes over me, and I grab my phone and I get up from the table and I just say, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, where's the bathroom? And everyone's like, oh, that way, go, go, go. So it was like around the back of the restaurant or something, and I never ended up finding it because I almost passed out. I was walking and that just made it so much worse than if I had probably just stayed at the table. I started feeling like really dizzy and my vision was a little blurry, and like, I don't know, it was insane. I've never felt like that before in my life. It was not fun. I called Justin really quick. I'm so glad I brought my phone. And I said, come to the back of the restaurant now. And he's sitting with me, and there's you know, waitresses in the back, and they're getting me water, and I just lay down on the ground because I legitimately I'm just waiting to lose consciousness because I thought it was inevitable at that point. So we ended up calling an ambulance because we didn't know I had COVID at the time. The ambulance gets there and they give me fluids, which helps immensely. They're like, oh, you know, we're gonna do a COVID test just in case. And they're like, oh, you're positive. And I was like, well, that explains a lot. So we decided to just get some food from the restaurant to go and go back to the hotel room as soon as possible. But while we were waiting for the food to come, I started feeling really dizzy and like I was gonna pass out again. So thankfully the ambulance hadn't left. Justin went and got them and I ended up going to a hospital in Hungary. It's so wild. I've never been to the hospital besides having Kelsi. So my first thought was, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for leaving Kelsi with our friends. I didn't want to go because I didn't want to dump Kelsi on someone else. They were amazing, thankfully. We were there for so long and I was in this like COVID room. They had me isolated. There wasn't a bathroom in my room. This might be TMI, but they had been giving me fluids. They gave me fluids in the ambulance again, and then they gave me fluids at the hospital. I ended up peeing in the sink like twice because they would not let me out of the room, which was ridiculous. I ended up getting like a lot of blood drawn for them to do blood work, and I got a chest x-ray, which was, I mean, I guess nothing came of that because they didn't say I needed to like go be admitted and be on oxygen or anything wild. So I guess my chest x-ray was okay, but they did come back and recommend that I be admitted for 3 days for observation. And we were like, no, we have a daughter and we don't live here and we're leaving tomorrow. So yeah, that didn't happen. So we just went back to the hotel 11 or 12 o'clock at night. And then Monday we just stayed in the hotel room, got food delivered to us through the hotel, and we drove back in the evening. That was what happened. So then we were all COVID positive by like Tuesday, including Kelsi. And then it took 2 whole freaking weeks for us to be better and test negative. I'm like so thankful that we are vaccinated though, because holy moly, I don't even want to think about how bad it could have been if I haven't been double vaxxed and boosted. Probably actually would have been admitted to the hospital, like not by choice. And Justin is still actually having a little bit of trouble with his breathing. Kelsi is fine. She has not been vaccinated yet. I was going to schedule it for her, but now that she's had it, I think you had to wait a certain amount of time before you schedule it for them, but I think that amount of time has passed now. Like the first 2 weeks of August were basically us stuck at home. We did absolutely nothing. And it's so crazy too, because I started to feel better on like Tuesday or Wednesday. I wasn't like super tired or anything like that. Like all my symptoms were like cold symptoms. But again, I think that's a large reason is because I was vaccinated. Besides the low blood pressure, but I think a lot of that has also had to do with the fact that I was dehydrated. So COVID and dehydration make you pass out. So yeah, it was 2 weeks, and that was the first 2 weeks of August, and it's like we haven't even, you know, been negative for a full month yet, which is insane. Then basically like 2 weeks after that, Justin went TDY again. So in those 2 weeks we were trying to get some more time together as a family. We went to KarliBerte, we got a kayak and went kayaking, you know, just little things here and there. And since he was going to be gone for another 5 weeks, I didn't really want to spend that time like trying to again create content when I'm just trying to spend time with my family. That's why I didn't vlog then. And then the past couple of weeks I've just been alone. I did film like a whole house clean with me thing, but I realized I really don't like editing clean with me's. It's a good way to like make myself clean, but I don't like editing those. So that's where we're at. That brings us to today, September 12th. And now that Kelsi's in the asilo, it's so crazy to think that I'm going to have time tomorrow to sit down and actually edit this without feeling like I'm neglecting my child. I'm definitely going to be a lot more consistent now. I'm like really hoping I'm going to not have time, but I'm really hoping I'm going to be able to like get it together and make some kind of like schedule. Yeah, it's really, really nice that she's in asilo, even though I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. I know I'm going to spend time by myself, and I know I'm going to like enjoy it, and I'm going to be productive, but like I'm also like, what do I do without a little without a little shadow behind me all the time. That was a long chat and I stopped folding laundry like 2 seconds into it. So I'm going to keep folding this. They gave us like a list of stuff that we need to get them, but the English translations, like they said cloth napkins. So we had another teacher that speaks English and she told us that we needed napkins, like cloth napkins that you would find in like a restaurant. So that's what I got. And then they handed it back to me after they had seen it in her bag and they were like, no, you need like cloth bibs. And I was like, you're gonna put bibs on 3-year-olds? And they're like, does she not use these at home? It just blows my mind. Like, she's not a messy eater unless the thing is actually like messy, and even then she doesn't get it on her clothes. It's just all over her face. So I need to go get some of those. I need to go get, they put rain jacket on the list, but they really meant like a poncho so that they can wear it like over their jacket so they don't get wet if it's raining outside. But I was like, her jacket, like the rain just rolls off the jacket that I gave you guys anyways. What was the last thing that I need to get? Oh, hand towels. I got hand towels for her, but they want hand towels that have hooks or like can hang, because they said that they use them so much that they like don't want to have to be picking them up off the floor all the time. So they just want something to make sure that they're going to stay on the hooks. We are going to go shopping for that stuff in a little bit at one of my favorite stores, SME. It is like, it's kind of like, I would say it's like a Target. It's not as fun as Target. Like, it's still fun, but it's, you know, it's not actually Target, but it's close enough. Get in the car.
I'm car. No, this.
Yeah?
This.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we can take more pictures in a minute, okay? So I found what I was looking for. I think it's like just super generic, like asilo bib and napkins and stuff. I think I still need to find towels, so I'll see what they say about the stuff that I got tomorrow. I got her bib and towel set and I got her a poncho. It's like super basic. I'll probably spend the money to get her some like cuter stuff in a couple months, maybe like after Christmas or something. And then I also found a puzzle for her because she's really into puzzles right now. So I got her like a Paw Patrol puzzle. This lighting is awful. I got her a Paw Patrol puzzle. It's not nearly as challenging as like her favorite puzzle right now, but it's a new puzzle and it was like €6 for like 2. I think there's like 6 pieces for each puzzle, but and then I also found her a set of little slippers because last winter she had slippers that she absolutely loved to wear around the house. I splurged on a pair of slippers for her, a whole €11. And now I think we're just gonna go home and do the puzzle because she really wants to open the puzzle. Kelsi, do you want to open the puzzle? Home. Open the puzzle at home, yes. Okay, so I'm getting ready to cook dinner. I've already made Kelsi some chicken nuggets and or chicken fingers, and she's hanging out watching Paw Patrol and eating her dinner. I'm going to make that viral like TikTok ramen, and I'm going to add some chopped chicken to it. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's easy to add to pasta. It's easy for like a quesadilla. That's one of my favorite things to make, is a quesadilla. So quick and so filling and so freaking delicious. And then it's like easy to add to stuff like this. You can make a chicken salad with it. It's a really nice thing to keep on hand because it's so versatile, and then you've already got like pre-cooked protein sitting around. And for us ADHD peeps, having stuff ready to go is key. It's like, who wants to cook chicken every day? That's what I'm getting ready to do. And then after Kelsi and I eat, she's going to go to bed, and then I'm going to clean up a little bit, and I have to fill out some paperwork for asilo. Okay, so I already put it in a bowl and started eating it before I realized I didn't show it to you guys. Literally just diced chicken and ramen. This would be so easy to add like veggies to. You could do like peas and carrots, like just frozen peas and carrots if you wanted something more low maintenance, like broccoli. So good too. Okay, so Kelsi's in bed. It's 9 o'clock. A little bit later than I would have liked, but our neighbor came over to look at our house to see if one of the units they're building across the street would like be big enough for his family. And so I didn't really get her dinner in until a little bit later. And then I like kept trying to get her to eat, Like she ate her chips, but she only ate like 1.5 chicken fries. Most nights she eats like all of them. So I think she was just so tired tonight. So I didn't start bedtime routine until like 8:15. It took a hot minute to get her to fall asleep. I don't know. Sometimes she just like, she'll lay there, but she'll just keep her eyes open. She'll just be like, so had to deal with that. And now I get to clean up. I don't think I'm gonna do like a big clean of the living room tonight. I'm just gonna get the dishes in the kitchen done, and then I'm going to probably put on Friends and pass out. So yeah, that is today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have some other videos in mind that I'm gonna be making in the next couple of weeks, especially now that I have more time. I am so excited to have the time to dedicate to content now. It's like made me excited about it again, because in order to edit a video like in the past couple of months, I'd either have to do it on a weekend, or I'd have to do it when Kelsi was awake, or I'd have to like do it over several days during her like 1.5 hour long nap, because I just cannot do it when she's awake. Like it's one thing for me to, you know, go clean or whatever, but if I'm sitting there editing, she tries to like bang on my computer and it just does not work out for anyone. Yeah, that's gonna be all for today. I'm so excited to get back and pump out the content for you guys. So hopefully you guys will like what I have in store for the future. I will see you in the next video. Bye.